If you're thinking about buying or selling a house in Midland, Michigan, you might want to watch this. Today, we're going to talk about what you can get in Midland for around $300,000. If you have any questions about any of this information, please reach out to me, Jason Williamson, 989-430-1772. I would love to discuss how this information could affect your personal situation. All right, guys, first one we're going to look at in Midland for under $300,000. Chippewa River Road, listed by Erica Roseberry of Berkshire Hathaway. And this is a three-bedroom, two-bathroom, 1,460 square foot ranch. This one was built in 1947 and it's sitting on 1.67 acres. This has been on the market for 3 days, and before you tell me it's overpriced and not worth it, this house already has multiple offers with an offer deadline of tomorrow. So, let's see what you get. So you've got a ranch with a one-car garage over here and a carport area or additional covered parking added on there in front. Nice paver patio over here off the front porch. Curb appeal looks nice. Yeah, you've got some ground cover over here, some fresh mulch, it looks like, around the house. Nice to see that they took the care to do that, even in the muddy, sometimes cold spring weather. See here, you've got a deck off the side of the house. Inside, nice vinyl plank, appears to be vinyl plank flooring, newer windows. Everything is neat, clean, neutral. Nice fireplace that they've painted, some built-in shelves. This house shows very well. Looks like we've got quartz countertops with a tile backsplash, updated appliances, cabinets, very nice and clean. It's one of the bedrooms. No, that's the basement. Interesting. Looks like you've got new carpet, barn door. So this may be a master bathroom. It's an accessible zero barrier walk-in shower. So this house would work for someone who may be disabled. It's a nice bathroom. So one of the nicest things you can do updating a bathroom, I think, and it's not super expensive, is if you replace this the vanity countertop with granite, it really pops and really gives it a higher end feel. There's the basement. You can see this is an older house. Backyard, you've got a nice large shed, screened off garden area to keep the deer out. Yeah, that's might even be a one-car garage size with and then an additional like lean-to shed area off the back. So that's 1113 East Chippewa River Road, on the market at 289.9 and already received multiple offers in the first 3 days. All right, guys, the next one we're going to look at is 659 Lambert. This one is active, listed for $289,000. Been on the market for 84 days. Listed by Marty Hill at Ayer Reinhardt Real Estate Partners. This house is 2,732 square feet, four bedrooms, two and a half baths, three-car garage, on an acre and a half. And this one does not have a year built, so usually that means it's pretty old. Let's see what it looks like. So I think this is painted a bright red. So it's got a ramp to the front door and then a red deck off the back. So for a house this size, over 2,700 square feet, to be priced the same way as the previous listing that we looked at, that was, I believe, 1,400 square feet. Um, you can you can guess that this one's going to need some updates. Um, so we look at the kitchen here. It's not terrible. Wouldn't take a lot, but you've got a wallpaper border that most people are going to want to get rid of. Looks like linoleum flooring. There's that red deck slider right there off the kitchen. You do have, looks like updated appliances here, and an eat-in area in the kitchen. Well, updated stove at least. The refrigerator looks a little aged. Nice wood burning stove. That could become a feature of the room if it's not already. Not something you have to get rid of, but there's many ways to dress this area up, make it a little more modern. Yeah, definitely a feature of the room. I do like the ceiling, the wood ceiling. You could turn this into like a modern rustic retreat. Dining area over here, loft. It is a very open house. It's a lot of potential here. Okay, so here's the bathroom. Guessing this is like a wheelchair accessible shower. If you didn't need that, this could obviously be used as a dog wash area if you are a dog person. You could get rid of that. And, if you're going to do a full remodel, obviously room for a big shower there or a garden tub in the corner sometimes looks nice. And then you do have your regular tub shower as well. Looks like a big bathroom though. Got a bedroom here with access to the deck, built-ins. Like I said, there's a lot of potential. But this you can see, I think this is 5 bedrooms. My short-term memory is not so good. But if you are a big family looking for a big house, you can find it without spending 400 or $450,000. You just may have to put a little extra work in it. There's a laundry room, looks like a mud room, all kinds of space to do what you want in there. Add some lockers, some storage space. Oh, there's a better shot of that loft area. Turn that into a playroom or a an office area. Sky's the limit, really. So there's more loft space in this upstairs bedroom. So, as far as why this hasn't sold, been on the market for almost 3 months. It's always price. I mean, even a house like this will sell if you get it priced correctly. See the basement, um, definitely an older house. There are definitely some signs of moisture on the basement walls. Looks like there may be some cracking, some pressure on these walls as well. Always want to have the house inspected, especially if it's one that's this age. But all of this stuff is repairable, and all of this stuff can be part of a negotiation. You can see here we probably had some sagging for a long time, and they have repaired it with this old post. Look at the rafters we've got, or the floor joists above the basement. Got some rough sawn lumber. Definitely tells you a little more about the age of the house. Looks like a great property. Just needs some love and attention to be brought up to date. Lots of room, lots of mature trees, 3-car garage. Obviously much newer than the house. So yeah, a lot of potential here. I would say, since it's been on the market for 3 months, I would say it probably still is overpriced. Property is also in a floodplain, so you'd want some information about when the last time it flooded was and how often it has flooded. But that's not a bad large family home, over 2,700 square feet, 2.5 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, and probably potential for more bedrooms or bathrooms, depending on how you lay the house out, if and how much work you're ready to do with it. But um, but yeah, a lot of potential in that one. All right, guys, the last one we're gonna look at in Midland under $300,000. This one is 611 Sandow Road. Listed for $270,000. Listing agent is Robert Zientek at Century 21. This is a 5 bedroom, 2 full bathroom house, 1407 square feet with a basement, built in 1954 on 1.67 acres. This one has been on the market for 8 days. It actually was under contract and came back on the market. Possibly an inspection issue. Sometimes it's buyer's cold feet. It does say that the seller will be putting a new roof on after closing. So the seller will pay for a new roof. That could be what happened with the initial buyer is they didn't like the inspection due to the roof. So can see here we've got looks like vinyl siding and some wood shakes on the front of the house. Decent looking landscaping. It's again, it's tough on the curb appeal right now due to the weather, but maybe just trim these down, get rid of the big tall stalks and trim it down, clean out the beds a little bit, but other than that, you can see it's fairly clean, should be fairly easy to take care of. That roof does look like it's in rough shape. But we come inside, it's nice, cozy house. You've got wood floors, looks like original wood floors from the 50s. Little accent wall here. Yeah, nice, cozy living area. I like the fireplace and the TV. Sometimes you can go a little too far with, you've got your accent wall here, and then you've got the wood planks over here around the fireplace. But this is okay. It kind of ties together. Um, the light blue from this is tied in over here. I'm not mad at that. Nice little snack bar. It's a good way to use that area. Nice primary bedroom. I like that the wood floors carry throughout what we've seen so far. It's another bedroom. Looks like it's a pretty good size. I really like this when people repurpose old dressers or other furniture as a bathroom vanity. I think it's really cool. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Yeah, I like this. They've gone with a rustic, kind of a rustic modern look. It's very popular right now. Updated kitchen. Looks like newer cabinets. Got black and some multicolor granite. Let me know what you guys think of this kitchen. I like this. This is a lot of fun. Add some character to your house. Put the chalkboard paint on a wall, kind of make it a feature wall. Nice big dining room. Wow. That is a beautiful mudroom. I like simple on the walls, and then the flooring really makes things pop. That's pretty cool. Here's some more kind of vintage rustic with the mirror. I like the bowl sinks. It's a modern touch, and then the older, they left the old vanity, um, kind of put some vintage looking hardware on it, painted it. Yeah, this looks nice. The granite. Here's your laundry room. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this is cool. Outdoor space, covered outdoor space. Yeah, I like this. Wow, that's creative. That's creative and very cool. Yeah. I don't think they'll have a hard time selling this, especially if the seller's willing to put the roof on. And, that speaks to negotiations. Everything is negotiable. And if you come across a house that you think is, it's priced well, but it may have, one major defect, you can always negotiate around that. Who knows why it came back on the market, but either in an inspection or before the inspection, I mean, if you can see that the roof is in rough shape, you can negotiate around that. And sometimes you never know. Sellers are willing to work with you. It's a more competitive market than it has been in the recent past, and or I'm sorry, a less competitive market than it has been in the recent past as far as buyers go. So sellers have to make some concessions, and if it takes a new roof to get the job done, to get the project done, then talk it out. Talk it out. Your agent will know strategies to help you get that done. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. If you want to know more about how this information applies to your personal situation, reach out 989-430-1772. My website is homesbyjw.com. I would love to talk about your situation with you. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.